Now what we're going to do is we're doing our markings for abdominal liposuction. I'm first going to mark where your abdomen separates from your suprapubic area, because my goal is to make the stomach at least this flat. And we're going to separate the abdomen from the waist and love handles. And that's it. It's gonna go amazing, okay? Today, we're gonna be doing liposuction of the abdomen. Our patient has excess fullness in the upper, mid, lower abdomen. He has some loose skin. So back in the day, your only option was a tummy tuck, because you have to remove skin when you lipo, otherwise it looks loose. So in his surgery, we're doing a newer kind of lipo. What we're doing is ultrasonic power-assisted lipo with helium plasma. A lot of words, let me dissect that for you. The liposuction I do is an old school lipo, where you use a tube and a hose. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use special tubes that move back and forth. It's called power-assisted lipo. So we're gonna use tubes that move back and forth to remove the fat. Once we remove the fat, we're using ultrasonic heat to break the fat up. So we're removing it with ultrasonic heat. What does that mean? So think about shoveling dirt. If you go and just take a big shovel to dirt, you get irregularities. So when I do the lipo, I use an ultrasonic metal probe to break the fat up, and then I remove it. That's called Vaser or ultrasonic. What that does is it gives me smoother contours, less bleeding. Just like when you go and shovel dirt. If you break it up first, then you take it off, it comes out nice layer by layer by layer. Same concept, essentially. So we'll break up the fat, ultrasonic. Then we'll use power-assisted tubes to remove it. And then we'll be left with loose skin. What are we gonna do? Tummy tuck? Who doesn't want a scar? Just gonna let it be and be like, oh, you got loose skin, bud. Too bad. No, we're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use newer technology. We're gonna use helium plasma. We're gonna inject a helium plasma probe under the skin, expand the skin with helium, heat that up to 85 degrees with plasma energy, and shrink the skin. Let's do it. Welcome to the OR, guys. It is time for liposuction of the abdomen. Great guy. Doesn't want that, doesn't want that, doesn't want that. Let's liposuction, make him flat with skin tightening. Let's do it. The first step we do is our Vaser or ultrasonic fat disruption. So we're using an ultrasonic probe to break up the fat. This helps tighten the skin too, breaks up the tissue so we can remove it smoother. So we're gonna do the abdomen with this. All right, friends, we're doing power-assisted lipo. We use our special tube that moves back and forth. It helps remove more fat with less trauma and smoother. So we gently go in and we remove the fat layer by layer by layer. And we're gonna go all the way till we make him as flat as possible. Now we're doing helium plasma skin tightening. So first we have to test it. Tina does our testing for us. Just in case it doesn't test right, I'm available. Thank you, Tina. Fantastic, it's working. Thanks, Tina. Of course. Now we're gonna go in underneath our skin here, and we're gonna do 6 passes of the helium plasma. So we go in very gently, in position. And you're gonna see the light and the plasma energy. There we go. And we do 6 passes of this. And what this does, it helps shrink and tighten our skin. All right, guys, we did it. Look over here. See this overhang? I did lipo and skin tightening. People say you gotta do a tummy tuck. People say a lot of things. Wow, stomach is flat, no more overhang. Perfect look, we did it again.